Hi, friends. Welcome back. We are reading our last chapter of Amazon Fever, chapter 6. So make sure you have watched the other 3 videos so that you understand and know what's happening. So this chapter is called Butterflies at the Y. And I remember that Uncle Roy's museum was named the Y Museum. So let's go ahead and get started. You can read along with me. A week later, we were back at the Y Museum. Uncle Roy had one of the photos of me and little Helen blown up and framed. Oh, so I think Helen, I think when he says that, he's talking about the butterfly that they found that was on his head. He hung it in the Amazon rainforest exhibit. The pupa the farmers had packed and shipped for us had begun to hatch. Already the new greenhouse was filled with butterflies and visitors. "Hey, he's the one in the picture," I heard a little boy shout. He was pointing at me. "Isn't it great to be famous?" Uncle Roy remarked. I laughed, but I didn't exactly feel famous. Uncle Roy, you probably didn't notice, but I was just a little scared out there in the jungle." "You seemed brave enough to me, Jeff," he said. "Besides, it's always smart to be a little afraid of animals as powerful as jaguars." "And scorpions?" "Them too." So as you can see, here's the museum, and it looks like this is the boy that's pointing to him and shouting, "Hey, he's the one in the picture." And if we look at this board at the museum, you can see that's Jeff, and it's the picture with him and the butterfly on top of his head. So yeah, it looks like there's lots of people walking around and enjoying the plants and the butterflies. I still wish I'd seen a jaguar while I was there, just not right up close. "I know," said Uncle Roy, "but jaguars are getting scarce." Let's keep reading and see if we can figure out what this word scarce means. "They need a lot of rainforest to live in. So much of the jungle is gone now. Most of the jaguars that are left have been forced into more remote areas." They're getting scarce. That means maybe not a lot of them are seen anymore, or maybe not a lot of them are there anymore. Remember, I can also use my tool. I can click it, and it says, okay, lacking in quantity or number. So that means there's not as many of them left. "The same way the little Helen butterflies were forced out of their home?" I asked. "Pretty much," said Uncle Roy. "We noticed a bunch of kids staring at a ghost wing. It landed on a girl's shoulder." "One of their favorite foods is bird poop," I explained. I think the kids were impressed. "Do you think we'll be able to have a few Helen butterflies here someday too?" I asked Uncle Roy. "Live ones, I mean, not just pictures." It would be amazing to have some here, wouldn't it?" I could tell what was on his mind. "Guess we'll have to go back soon and see how they're doing," I suggested. "The Helens and the jaguars." "Exactly what I was thinking," said Uncle Roy. "I knew it!" I cried. We walked down the halls of the Y Museum, past mummies and swords and ancient jewels. "But in the meantime," said Uncle Roy, "we've got a few other exhibits that need new treasures. Don't you think?" So I think here, I like this ending because it seems like maybe they might travel to some place new. Seems like the museum is really big, and the Amazon rainforest was only part of it. And they got to go there and get some cool stuff like butterflies. But now maybe they're going to travel to some other places and get other things for the museum. Okay, so friends, now that we have finished with the book Amazon Fever, you are going to finish the last part of your seesaw activity. So remember, it's called Amazon Fever KWL chart. You already did the K and the W, what you know and what you wonder, but now you can go and you can do the L section. So the L stands for what you have learned. Okay, so from this book, what are a couple things that you have learned about the Amazon rainforest? I learned about a lot of different animals that are in the Amazon rainforest, like anacondas and tarantulas and caimans, which are like alligators. If you need to go back and rewatch any of the other videos, you can do that. And if you want to do your own research, if you're still curious about the Amazon rainforest, you can hop onto Google and you can do your own research to put in the L part of your chart. Okay? So thanks for listening, and I will see you on Seesaw.